The idea his friends betrayed mankind to help a demigod. The concept alone was insane, let alone his friends' involvement. Cain was by now she was as obsessed with
this video
we weren't ready for Cairo.
Is about,
no matter what we thought,
you know,
this place,
a Final Fantasy character that doesn't get nearly enough attention.
This was it. It wasn't
yeah.
The city. The entire
this is about, you know,
the walls were covered with
the
dead. Those taken by
the you know, very character that's the only ninja character
but you chose to hide there.
That
for that very reason
hasn't been, you know,
no one would come for me.
Why?
You know,
what were you running from?
Basically an underrated type of character. So underused.
He was holding you in an interrogation room.
How was Khalil? Happy to see you.
It wasn't a warm welcome. As far as he was concerned, we owed him one for grabbing you. More than a few men gave their lives to bring you in. He hoped it was worth it.
He was angry?
He was tired. Tired of fighting a losing battle.
And, yeah.
Khalil was a realist. He'd fight to the death for country. But he knew what was coming.
And what was coming?
Extinction. The undead changed everything. The NRC were hit first and hardest. We saw that in Ethiopia. The damage done by the dead didn't even take into account what the water wars did. When the continent dried up and the Nile River Coalition took war to Egypt over the Nile, the last water supply.
I'm just saying.
They were so busy fighting they didn't realize.
With the way things have been going.
The rise of the undead. How do you fight an enemy that doesn't need water?
Like, it's crazy.
It wasn't personal. He was just barely holding on.
And yeah.
What did you hope to learn from speaking to me?
How to stop Deimos. Everyone has a weakness.
Everybody knows
the whole base was
how
you could feel it in the air.
You know,
the dead were moving on
things.
An assault was imminent. Khalil didn't know,
you know,
how much time we had with you. Hendricks demanded to know why we weren't informed.
I'm just gonna be going out of limits to say
how was he meant to get his message through?
That with everybody knowing that
now they were used to eviscerate the undead.
With
when they came too close, the laser cannons would take them out.
I mean,
Khalil led us to
look at how under, you know, utilized
but if we could get answers out of you,
that, you know, a particular character is. I'm just saying, if Final Fantasy had have just, you know, utilized the character, I'm just gonna be saying that if anybody who wants to utilize playing a Final Fantasy character that has not got the attention and the recognition for being a part of the roster, I mean, look at Yuffie. She's so underused. Practically a background character at this point. I mean, chances are a lot of people don't know about this. And with that being said, a lot of like players put more popularity on Aerith and Tifa and Lightning Fawn and all the others.
Hendricks told us to take a walk.
I mean, I'm just saying.
About Taylor and Deimos. He wanted you to connect the dots.
It needs to be said.
Deimos controlled them. Your friend Bishop was correct. There was a brain
But I'm just saying,
in the undead. It was
it could just be,
Deimos
you know,
realized he could access the
carefully,
persons
like,
denied. He
put into
could
a way
possess
that
them,
could have had
inhabit them, consume them. He
Yuffie
didn't need
be
to turn them.
utilized more.
The undead are mindless creatures. But
She's
they
so
will
overlooked.
close you on anyone with DNI. They could be
I'm
hosts.
just saying,
They were
we
slaves
have
to
an
his business.
overlooked,
Hendrix wanted to know why.
underused
We
character
both did.
such as
Many years I had
Yuffie,
studied Deimos and his dimension Malum, a place of unspeakable.
as if
He had
things wasn't bad enough.
yanked from his existence.
Zach was killed off,
Trapped here, he saw opportunity to enslave humanity,
and
use
yet
them to wage an unholy war
there
against
is
Zolos.
no reason for
His sister.
the,
That was it?
you know,
We were...
it's just asinine the way
Our entire...
basically,
A pawn
you know,
in a much larger game
basically
universe far
having,
bigger than
you know,
humanity.
the very thing that happens to have be, you know, basically, I'm just sick and tired of Yuffie being so underused.
How does one kill a god? You can't. The only way to defeat him, the only way to sever his control over the undead, for Bishop Surum to work and save humanity, was to send him back to Malum.
And to do that, we needed to open the gateway.
As we are doing now by walking
I
through
mean,
your memories.
it's just getting more and more out of hand when you really think about it.
The assault on Ramses was beginning. The base was about to be overrun, and we owed Khalil that favor. Time to take the fight to the death.